Soccer, it's a kick. So, Jill,
Yep.
as I understand, you like to just be called Jill.
Sounds good.
So, I am about as qualified to interview a soccer person as you are to answer questions about software-defined storage. How's that?
But I use it.
But you use it,
yeah,
so
I'm on
that's
the cloud,
good. All
so
right.
I'm halfway there.
So you're a coach now. There was a time when you were a player, clearly.
Yep.
So I was told to say sweeper, midfield, forward, or defense.
I was a forward. I played
You
forward.
were a forward.
Yep.
Which I understand is, so how tall are you?
5'8".
5'8", which
Yep.
that's not a tall forward, right?
It's not a bad size for women's
That's
soccer.
sort of
yeah.
a normal?
Yeah, it's
okay,
pretty normal.
okay. Because I was told that forwards tend to be tall.
Well, I mean, you got to you got to use your head in the box, so you got to get
Yeah.
on the end of balls. But
Yeah.
it's pretty good size.
Yeah, so you and now you coach the women's team.
Yep.
So tell me what that's like.
I mean, it's a great job. It's coaching the best women's team in the world. So it's kind of a dream come true. I never really set out to become a coach. My father was a coach. I grew up in England, so I've always been around soccer and I love the sport.
You grew up in England, but
I
there's
did.
no accent.
It's a little bit. It's kind of.
Were you growing up around Americans in England, or?
No, I came over when I was about 16, so
Okay,
it's kind of
okay.
gone most of the point. But actually, I came out of college and actually went and worked on getting my degree in technical communications, and then I went and worked for Northern Telecom for a couple of years.
Okay.
But then I got tugged to go back and coach soccer, and I haven't looked back.
So how long did it take you to get used to calling it soccer?
Not that long, because when I came over, I had only played with guys and boys in the backyard and at
Okay,
school. So when I
right.
came over to this country, it was the first time I had an opportunity to play with girls and play soccer.
Right.
So
So what's it like? The process for women who play like in high school, and they go to college, and there's club soccer and as if not Formula One. There's another something one side of soccer,
there's,
and then going on to pro.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different levels.
Right.
There's over 3 million children that play soccer in this country. So for young boys and girls, they play out of the rec leagues, and then they get
Right.
selected for more elite teams, and then gradually work their way up. And if they're fortunate enough to play in college. But for me in my job, I mean, I watch pretty much every level where I can look at players that could potentially show things that I can look at for the women's national team.
Right. And so, do you see a difference for like the men's side versus the women's side in terms of the opportunities that they have?
No, I think now we now have a professional league on the women's side. The men have had one for quite a while, but now we have that. It's definitely something that players coming out of college now have an arena to go and play professional soccer in this country.
Great. Yeah. So how did they? What of this attracted you? You said you're a user of software-defined storage. So you're a user of Nexenta?
No, Nexenta. I mean, I use the cloud, and I've always, even in our jobs, I've always been attracted to technology.
Yeah.
Love some of the high-end stuff that we can actually use in our sport.
Right.
Probably going to talk about that a little bit tomorrow, but yeah, I've always been drawn to the high-tech world, and I've enjoyed it.
Speaking of high tech, the technology that goes into you and me being able to have this conversation with that going
Phenomenal.
on and still be able to capture this on video is
Amazing.
something.
Yeah.
A number of companies have come together to make that happen.
Sure.
So any, I don't know.
Well, let
any
me ask
final
you
words?
something.
What's that?
Did you play sports when you were young?
I failed at a number of sports. The only one, the one I tried the hardest at, I think, was being in swimming.
Okay.
And I couldn't turn. I was very fast, but then I'd reach the
Interesting,
end
yeah.
of the pool and I was done. And then I tried diving, and I ended up doing a 1 3/4 from the high board,
Ouch.
from the 3-meter board.
Yeah.
And I ended up landing flat on my back on the water, and so that was the end of that career. The only thing I was able to be successful at was long distance running, because it didn't require a lot of coordination. It was just,
Big lungs.
falling forward
Yeah.
without falling over, right?
Exactly.
But definitely not organized ball or wrestling or
Right.
no, didn't have the coordination for that.
all right. What do you do now?
This.
Right.
And well, I'm a geek. I'm an IT guy.
I'm a wannabe geek, I think.
Yeah. There's a lot of those. Geeks where it's at. Geeks
True.
will save the world.
Yep.
And then robots are going to take it over, apparently. That's one
Yeah.
of the speakers tonight.
Yes, I actually just met Pepper.
Yeah.
And pretty impressive.
Yeah, I
Pretty
sort of
amazing.
got a peek.
Yeah.
I think I was where I wasn't supposed to be, and I got a peek.
That's great.
But well, listen, thanks for taking the time to chat.
My pleasure.
I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you know more about soccer than I do. That was a fun interview, but I was way out of my league, but it was a fun interview. Make sure to check out our other videos on the TrueBit TV channel and subscribe while you're at it. Bye.